Hello, my name is Elsie Hemphill. I'm in the Customer Resource Center, and I'm the Customer Resource Center team lead. And I'm here today with,
Gerardo Rivas. I'm also part of the Customer Resource Center. I am a Customer Resource Coordinator.
today we are here to demonstrate the 4 basic steps to Famous Cloud desktop version. We will cover login, work order retrieval with self and crew, as well as status, work order completing, and closing. We will begin by going to the USC FMS website. First, you want to begin using the Firefox browser, which is the best supported browser to this system. In the top right-hand corner of the FMS website, you would choose FMS Staff. From there, you would go to your Famous Cloud production testing stage. At this point, you begin to shibboleth your way into the system by using your network ID and password. This network ID and password is the same password and ID that you would use for Workday. And I will go ahead and begin that process. I'm going to ask for a push into the system. And once I get that push, I'm going to approve myself into the system. At this point, you've logged yourself into Famis. I'm going to turn it over to Jerry, where he would demonstrate work orders, self, and crew, along with status.
Okay, now that we have logged into Famous Cloud, we're going to go ahead and start off by taking a look at the work orders that have been assigned to self or assigned to me. When you log into Famous Cloud, it should automatically default into My Request and Assign to Me. If it doesn't, all you have to do is start off by clicking My Request. We'll click on the Assign to Me button, and you will be able to take a look at your backlog. This is a very helpful tool for our technicians that get to take a look at any work orders that have been assigned to them, any priority, any status. They will be able to see them here. They're also able to sort through these work orders by any of these categories on top. But today we're just going to focus on status and priority. So right now, we only have 2 work orders that have been assigned to Hemphill. We can see that this one is open, priority 2, and this one has been received, priority 4. From here, we'll go ahead and jump over to take a look at My Crews. This would be to take a look at the workbench for, let's say, any of the shops. It will show you any work order that has been assigned to that specific shop. In this case, we're looking at the CRC work orders. So even though those work orders haven't been assigned specifically to me, as long as they've been assigned to that crew, you will be able to see them under My Crew. We're going to go ahead and sort them out right now based on status. So we'll see the work orders that are open on top. And then on the bottom, we see in progress, as well as the priorities. Okay. Now we'll go ahead and hand it back to Elsie to go over the work order completion and work order closing.
And with work order completion and closing, this is the final step or the life of the work order where we will either complete it to get ready to close it. And you'll also begin at the same default My Request screen. And from My Request, I'm going to choose one of the work orders that I choose to complete at this point. We'll choose ID number 89, and we're going to complete this work order. Once you get to your completing screen, or this screen, you will go scroll to the bottom, and you will see status, date close, billing status, failure code. These are the topics that you want to pay close attention to. And at this point, we want to complete this work order, so we would choose work order complete. As we see, there are other topics that we could choose, but what we're doing at this point is completing the work order. In the general comments, we want to go in and put whatever comments that we've been asked to put, or that will make some point of completion to this work order. And here we're talking about water leaking from the roof onto the intercom. So perhaps we will say the water leak has been contained. And we scroll to the bottom and we update. We'll wait for that to update. So now we can see that this work order has been completed. If we want to go in and close this work order, now that we know that the leak has been contained and perhaps there's some other status, we would choose My Request. We would choose the same work order that we just completed, which is ID number 89. Wait for that screen to populate, and we would scroll to the bottom. And at this point, we're closing the work order. So obviously, this work order has come to its life's end, so we're going to put the information in as per the technician or manager. And we would say at this point that the leak has been contained, and the process is complete. And at the bottom right-hand corner, we want to pay attention to our failure code, which is the reason that they told us this can be closed. And we want to say that it was from maybe perhaps general wear. We choose that. We've made sure that we have information into our general comments, which is very necessary. And at this point, we want to go and look at the information we want to look at the information here, and we want to make sure that we either decide to notify the requester that this has been done or notify the assigned to person. And here's where we want to make sure that we close that work order, because we've made sure that all of those things have been taken care of. And we scroll down, make sure our information is correct, and we update the work order to close. At this point, the work order has been closed, and the person at this point will see that it's been closed. The customer will be notified via email, and we can begin our next process. This actually is the conclusion of the training that we have targeted for logging in, work order retrieval, stuff and crew with status, and work order completing and closing.